Okay, so today we are here with the youngest business owner in the city of Suffolk. So, can you give us a little introduction about yourself?
Yeah, so my name's Janay Brown. I'm 24 years old, and I just opened up Growf. I am actually soon to be a recent graduate of ODU, getting my marketing degree, so I'm super excited for that.
Okay, college grads, we love that.
Yeah, and I'm a military brat, so I've been moving around, for a few years, but this has been my home for the last 5 years or so. So I'm very excited to really root and grout my business here.
Okay, so for a little background, you said you're a military brat. How many states did you live in, or could you list a couple of them?
That's not necessarily states, but definitely cities. I grew up in the Cleveland area of Ohio, and then around 5th or 6th grade, I think it was actually 7th, I moved out here to Virginia, so it was DC, Arlington, then it was Gainesville, Centerville, Haymarket, so all these little cities that we just kept bouncing through every year until we got stabilized in Haymarket, and then after that I went to high school there, and then just kind of came out here to 757 for college and kind of been stuck here ever since.
Okay, and you mentioned Colorado and your moving situation.
Yeah.
So, I gotta ask, Colorado, big on weed, so did you dibble and dabble while you were out there?
Yeah, so the reason why Colorado is intertwined with my life is because at the time I was going to open up a restaurant in early 2020, but when COVID hit, all the investors and people who were trying to actually help me with the restaurant didn't really know how that was going to affect the industry. So what we did is we had to take a step back, and I took a little mini vacation out to Colorado, and of course when you're out there you have to indulge and get some little treats on, so that's definitely what I did, and never really looked back since. That's where Growf really started. The ideation of Growf started there.
So that's a fact that the start of Growf happened in Colorado. The idea, it started in Colorado.
Yes.
So back to the trip. Do you have any favorite flavors or anything you like to indulge in when you do?
Not really. I'm just
not too picky.
Not too picky. I'm really cool with hybrids, indicas, sativas. I'm really down with whatever. I'm still trying to find what my lane is, but since I'm kind of somewhat a newbie to smoking, it's only been a few years, I'm still testing out the waters and things like that, but I don't really have a specific favorite. Strain Gorilla Glue is pretty good. I've had that a few times.
I love GG4. For myself, I'm more of a cake guy. I like wedding crasher, wedding cake, lava cake, wedding pie. Anything that's fluffy and cakey or that, I'm usually gonna like it. For me personally. So what about your background, outside of traveling and being a military brat, like you said? Do you like to any specific music? Do you drink? Do you party outside of working here at True Growth and running the store?
Yeah. So personal stuff. Ooh. So basically, I just love to be with my friends. I love to do art things. So anything that has to do with cooking, music, art museum, painting. Anything that's really creative, I really like to indulge into. Not really a party goer, but every once in a blue moon, if my girls or guys want to go out, I'll take a few shots. Not really a drinker anymore, but I'll take a few shots and get in the right mindset to go out and party. But I'm mainly now inside the house, rather smoke, play some games, and
would you say that's come about from running the business, or was this pre?
Just over time
getting older.
Yeah, of course, going into college, I was oh yeah, let's go the fuck out. And that's when I started smoking a little bit. My freshman year, I smoked weed for the first time, but I felt like it was oregano because it's it didn't do shit to me.
Wait, you smoked weed for the first time your freshman year in college?
Yeah, I was really a goody two shoes in high school. Graduated with a 3.8 cum laude, and
wow,
I was not into any of that.
That's interesting to know how life turns, and now you're running a whole shop where we lit in here every day.
Every day.
All right, so let's talk about this right here where we're sitting at. So we got the sign here. If you guys can see, it's called Growf. You feel me? The Herbal shop. So can you explain a little bit about what you guys offer here?
Yeah. So Growf Herbal Bar and Shop is located in downtown Suffolk, in the heart. So we're right off on Main Street on Washington. So basically what we do here is we offer a lot of different herbal products such as teas, smoke blends, pre-rolls. You can come in and make your own, or you can actually just come in, chill, smoke with us, talk to us. You can get any of your accessories such as our rolling papers that we make here in-house, and then we also have events on Fridays and Saturdays and stuff like that too.
Well, that sounds lit. So you mentioned herbal teas and smoke blends. What's the difference between those two? Can I smoke the tea? Can I drink the herbal? How does that even work out?
So we do have actual teas that are just for
drinking,
teas.
right?
But our herbal smoke blends are very versatile. You can use it as a tea. You can use it as a smoke blend. You can soak in it like in a bath water if you want to. So yeah, when it comes to smoking, you can smoke it by itself or with your at-home herb as well.
Your own supplements. Okay. And do you have any like personal suggestions, like how you mix your herbs up? Do you do anything special? Drink some of the tea with a little bit of the smoke detox? Like how does that? You got any of your own special recipes and remedies?
Well, all of our teas that we have and all of our drinks and stuff like that, I am like a natural born foodie and chef, so I actually came up with all of the in-house teas and like the flavor profiles of that, like adding the fresh fruit and the fresh herbs and everything like that, the CBD ice. So yeah, that's all me. So I could just say all of that. And then when it comes to me personally smoking, I like to dibble and dab. We have over 30 different herbs. So every now and then I'll just take something else and take something new and like actually mix it in with my grinded weed and then kind of do it like that.
Okay, I was gonna say it's all coming together now. It makes sense. You did have intentions of opening a restaurant, and now you're in here, and you got all the different flavors going around. So it's all adding up. It all makes sense. So let's actually backtrack a little bit to the origins of the shop. I know from doing my own research that you actually ended up going viral on a couple social media platforms for a video you made, and then from there you decided to really take things into your own hand. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So in the beginning, I really didn't know where Growf was going to go. Like I came up with the idea for the rolling papers and I was like, all right, cool, this is cool. In September we went viral on Facebook first, and that was just based off a simple post, and that was really fun. But the real viral videos that kicked in was on Twitter and on TikTok in January. Once we went viral, I knew for a fact that I wanted a store, but I knew I couldn't open a store that just sold rolling papers, period. There had to be some other things that attracted people and that would get some foot traffic in. So smoking is my way to like get creative and start thinking. So I just smoked. I wrote up like 4 J's and I was just like smoking one day, and I was like, okay, what can I do? And like just the ideation of the shop kind of came to fruition after we went viral, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna open up a shop, but I can't sell weed yet because at the time it wasn't legal. So I was like, well, what can I smoke? And I remember going to a party one time and this girl was rolling up weed with lavender. I was like, lavender? So I started searching. I was like, can you smoke herbs? I was like, oh shit, there's a whole community behind this. And I was like, oh yeah, this is it.
So from there you really decided
Hell
to.
Yeah.
Okay,
that was it.
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So the video that we're discussing is actually a video you demonstrating the papers, which I'm gonna insert into the thing so that the listeners can see. But so let's talk a little bit about those papers. And you said that they're natural fruit and vegetables, so like no chemicals. This is not like any type of leaf action. It's all natural. So can you talk a little bit about the process without giving the sauce away? Like, how does that work? I don't know. Let me give my testimony. Being from Suffolk, all I know is backwoods, leaves, Fronto. Like, so if it's not any nicotine, some type of chemical, which is actually not good for your body, most of the time people are not really going to smoke it. So for, when I heard about your product and that you guys are able to conduct and produce these natural, slow-burning fruit papers, I was just mesmerized, and I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to order mine before I even met Miss Janay. I had to figure out how I could, get me a taste. So, is there anything you could tell us about like the process and the making of the actual sheets? Like, how does that work? How does that happen?
So I can't really go too deep into it as it's patent pending, and I can't say anything, or else that would literally cancel the patent, which is a lot of money.
The sauce. Yeah, don't give away the sauce. Please keep the sauce under wraps.
It's
for
all
sure.
Good.
But tell us what you can, so we could be too late for sure.
What I can tell you is that our products are definitely unique on the market. There's no other products right now. There's like a few that are close, but not necessarily the same. But our products are very unique. They are hemp-based. They're made out of real fruits. We actually go to the stores and get real pineapple, real blackberries, real blueberries, real strawberries, real mangoes. We put our love and our handcrafted touch into it, and then we have these beautiful, beautiful products. Fun fact about our products is earlier this year when we did blow up, we wanted to make the process of making it more efficient. So we were trying to outsource it to a manufacturer who does only papers here in the U.S., and they could not, for the life of them, make these papers. So that kind of puts us at like an advantage, but also a disadvantage. It's an advantage because we know that these big rolling paper companies can't just be like, oh, this shit's cool, let us just tap in like that.
Most definitely.
Whereas if we blow up, we can't just keep making it in the back in these small batches that we have now. It is really a lot of work, which is the price point as well. So I was about to say,
so that makes perfect sense. So for all the work you put in, the price point makes perfect sense because I'll post a picture of the prices and exactly how the pricing goes, but I don't feel like they were poorly priced at all. I feel like I used mine efficiently. I bought me a little 6-pack of King Rolling Sheets and I used them efficiently. I'll probably get another pack before I leave today. So how many different flavor papers do you have? Do you know off the top of your head?
So as far as going into the new year, which starts tomorrow, we have a fruit line, which is what we've always done, but we're also introducing a veggie line too. So there's 4 of each on there. For the fruit line, it's pineapple, the mixed berry that has strawberry, blueberries, blackberries, strawberry, mango. And then for the veggie line, we have a corn one that has corn, basil, and pineapple. A carrot one that has carrot, marigold, which is like a herbal petal. Oranges and pineapple. Then we have a jalapeno business, which is pineapple, jalapenos, kiwi, cucumbers, and chili flakes. Then our last one is, oh my goodness, what is it? I forgot.
Well, to be disclosed later. We will definitely get back to that. So. As far as the papers, you explained that as far as the patenting and like that, you guys are gonna, it's kind of like a win-lose situation. Yeah. What about collaborations? Do you guys have any visions or any ideas or plans to collaborate with other brands or get your papers in other stores and things like that? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Of course. Now I remembered it was Greens. I don't know why I can't remember Greens, but yeah, it was Greens paper.
Greens paper. Yeah. Okay, so that was the 4th paper.
That's the 4th one.
Okay.
As far as collaborations and stuff like that, we have talked to Sneaker Tub and possibly doing like a limited edition Growf Sneaker Tub Air Force One.
Oh
yeah, which is gonna be
y'all going crazy with that one.
Yes, it's gonna have like some moss coming off of it, like it actually came from the ground and it's growing up. Oh yeah.
I like the vision. I'm definitely gonna chop it up with my man's Rose down at Sneaker Tub about that one.
Hell yeah. And then as far as like other stores, we've been in some stores up here already that kind of tested out the products, but our most biggest deal that we had a few weeks ago, Planet 13, I don't know if you know who they are.
It's a big dispensary, isn't it?
In Las Vegas, the world's largest dispensary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they reached out, so they will be flying me out sometime next month to train their team on our paper so that way they can sell our products in the store.
That's lit. You heard it here first. If you're not listening, you're too late. Miss Janay of Growf is going to be in Planet 13 dispensary, so y'all get ready for that. So, I know as well as the herbs, and natural things that you have going on here, you guys also host events.
Hell yeah.
So can you talk a little bit about that? Because the aesthetic here is banging. Like, I'm loving the vibe, the brick wall, the Growf sign. I'm digging it. So what are the events like? What kind of events do you guys host here?
Oh, I'm so excited. So the events we host every Friday and Saturday from 9 to midnight. And they are absolutely amazing. We have everything from a puffin mic, which is our open mic where local artists can get to come in. We'll have food, drinks, of course, your favorite gas and everything like that. And you can come and enjoy. And that's every other Friday. So our first one's on the 7th. Our second one's on the 21st. And it just goes like that. And then as far as the other events that we incorporate in here, we have like a trivia night. We have game nights. Smoke sessions with controversial conversations. We have a late night brunch coming up where you get to come in and there's like different tiers for tickets and you'll get food, weed, drink, mimosa. Like it's
that sounds lit. I'm not gonna lie to you, that sounds very lit. So I'm definitely about to spread the word, make sure all my peoples know. So you guys heard it here first on Two Laced Podcast, January 7th, Puffin Mike here at Growf. You guys come flood it out, come show some love. So let's move on. I know that owning and maintaining a storefront is no easy task.
Nope.
So for you being, first of all, not only one of the youngest business owners in the city of Suffolk, like as far as owning your own storefront, but not only is it black owned, but you're a black owned female. So can you please just tell me some of the challenges of not only owning a storefront, but just maintaining it, keeping it up, keeping it going? Can you explain some of the challenges of that?
Yes. So we have been open in this storefront since April, but I've been trying to get into the storefront since November of last year. So it's definitely been over a year. And necessarily getting into the store really wasn't that hard. I actually saw a Facebook ad for it, came in, met the property manager, and I was like, I'm interested, told them what I wanted to do, submitted my application. They said yay. Getting in the first 2 months was actually pretty easy because that's when we like blew up and went viral. So of course we had a whole bunch
of customers,
a bunch of customers, traffic, cash, all of that. But owning a business is not easy. Like when you're in school and you're learning about it and you're reading on the books as opposed to actually doing it, it's a lot of unexpected expenses. Like I knew that payroll was going to be a lot, but I didn't know until I saw how much it was going to be, because it's like, okay, you have payroll, but you also have to pay for the taxes out of it, the workers' comp insurance, the benefits that go to it. It's a whole bunch of money that is literally our biggest expense. Like we started with a team of 10 people. Now we're going into the new year with a team of 4 plus me. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. It's a lot. And it's like, some people left because they wanted to, do other things, which is cool. That's growth. They have things that they wanted to do. They were here from the beginning.
We love it.
They saw it. They helped us get to where we needed to go. And everybody else who's left here now is really here for the long run. And I'm really excited to, see where that goes. But finances is hard. A lot of unexpected things come up. Like if your HVAC breaks or if you don't have a property manager that's very helpful. You have to do stuff by yourself and get lawyers involved. That's not cheap. Most definitely. So it's a lot. That's all I can say. It is a lot.
Okay. Well, so with success comes challenges, of course, and everybody knows that. So I just would like to say from Two Laced Podcast that I commend you and I am so proud of you. What you have going on here is beautiful. This Growf store is awesome. I'm going to make sure all my peoples know about it. Make sure I try to get some new faces in here. But Two Laced is a streetwear and fashion-based podcast. Like, we're all about the fashion and the drip, what you got on, what you like to wear. So I do got to ask, do you have any favorite brands, Miss Janay? Anything you like to wear when you step out?
So I'm still trying to find out and look for like the drip, my look. I'm still trying to figure that out right now, because there's days, I'm a tomboy, so there's days where I want to dress up like this, have my hair all nice and done, but then other days I got my forces on, I got the baggiest sweatpants on and a t-shirt with my hat on backwards. So it really just fluctuates. Anything that has a good sale, that looks good on me, which is a lot of stuff because I look good, then that's all it
definitely.
is.
So, I respect it. Okay, so is there anybody like in any industry, whether it be fashion, music, your own industry, this herbal natural thing, is there anybody that you look up to, like fashion wise, that like when you see them every time they look nice? Like for me, it's like for a female, it's like Tiana Taylor dressed always real nice. She always looked dope. Like her outfit always lit. Fabulous. Like his outfits always put together. You always got on nice pieces. So would you say like there's anybody in any industry that inspires you fashion wise?
Yeah, there's actually a few people. I would say for sure Rihanna. I love some Riri.
Facts.
Yes, and then as far as like people locally, Rose from Sneaker Tub, Rose is a fly guy. He always be dressing. I'm like, how did he coordinate? So I'll be looking at him, like when I be seeing him, I'll be looking at his color coordination. I was like, okay, I can do that next week. He won't know that.
Yeah, facts. Rose is a fly guy too, and that's just the big thing with Rose is color coordination. Because you feel me? If you know how to dress, you don't really got to match colors for us. It's about coordination. All you gotta do is coordinate your outfit. So my boy Rose is fly for sure. So we're gonna finish out on a little game segment that I thought of. It's called Hot Seat. It's something. No, I mean you guys do the controversial game nights here for your event. So it's something a little bit more slight than that. So basically, I'm just gonna give you two things, and you just pick one, whichever one comes to your head fastest.
Got you.
So let's get it. Bong versus Bowl.
Bowl.
Jordan versus Nike.
Jordan.
Lyft versus Uber.
Uber.
Dark versus light liquor.
Dark.
Marvel versus DC.
Marvel.
Facts. R&B versus rap.
R&B.
All right, and last but not least, Leafs or True Growth?
Growth, nigga.
Yeah, that was exactly what I wanted to do.
Yes, bro. I knew he was gonna ask that. Why would I? I was about to say Growth because.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate.